thought I'd pick up the camera again and do a raw day. Morning. Oh, he's already disappeared.
He's got to have a shower apparently.
What, he didn't just have one then? We just literally got back from a run.
The sore throat and then like all gunk in my nose.
Yeah, that's
spit it
right.
all out.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But I had it the other day where I woke up, tried, that Thailand smelly thing that I've got. I smelt it,
Yeah.
couldn't smell it. I was like, no, you're joking me. You're actually joking me. Because when I first time I got COVID, I lost my smell and taste for 2 years. It is another sort of dull day here in the UK. And we've been absolutely busy since we got back there. And if you can hear me, I am not feeling the greatest. I've got a bit of a cold, but nothing a Lemsip can't sort out, so that's all right. This morning I've got some bits to do in terms of the content plan. So we've just gone through a sort of an idea on how we're going to attack sort of LinkedIn and content on Instagram and actually build the brand a little bit more out as well, a bit more with a bit of a strategy towards it as well, and a bit more of actually dialing in what we want our brand to actually look like, because it's just what needs to be done. And I mean, it's something that I enjoy actually doing, and that I'm going to take care of. Why Connor and Alfie are more focused on sort of client results and like client sort of acquisition, let's just say. And then I've got some bits to add to our actual HQ, which is our CRM. So there's a lot of providers that we've got that are not up to date with everything that they actually have, and they can offer clients of ours. So it's always one of those things where we get a client and they're looking for a specific banking or payment solution, and we're sort of like, we go to our CRM with the providers, and then it's a bit jumbled up because we haven't added to it in a while, because again we've been pretty rammed with clients at the moment. So it's sort of now fixing those systems to make sure that, let's say we do get busy again, it can help out. What are you talking about?
We need an agreement per entity signed with Exacta for them to pay from that account.
Oh yeah, I've got an email. We need to sort out all the docs for onboarding. I can make it smoother. Oh, I'm just finishing up the content plan. So I sorted out the lighting in my room so it actually works. I just need to find a certain way we can do our captions that look quite nice but also represent our colours without it looking dull, because sometimes that green that we have is a little bit too dull. Oh yeah, Connor claimed back a Maze Tech. It's on mine now.
No, I'm not having that on there as yours.
Why? Let's actually full on debate this. Come on, let's debate this.
That is not your client.
Let's debate this.
I called them, I pitched them, they agreed to go with the solution
No,
that I given them.
No. I think you done the call. That's it.
Yeah.
You done the
pitched
call.
them the solution.
You pitched them the solution. That's it on the call.
And they went forward with it.
And they went forward with the solution. But what happened after that to get them onboarded?
Yeah, okay,
Who did that?
It does, yes, it does.
That's the biggest job. That's the biggest job.
No,
that is the biggest job. Yeah, yeah.
So it opens up more routes, more capabilities, and for a larger network. So, yeah, I mean, our provider, I mean, the one especially for the banking side and the processing, they're very, very well versed, have a lot of experience in the gaming space. So, this new type of business, they are very innovative as well. So, coming forward with these changes is not a problem for them at all. Just as a heads up.
Right, so just jumped off that call. Had a meeting this morning, which was pretty good, and still feeling not the best, quite unwell actually. That's why I'm just taking another lem sip. But yeah, the meeting went really well. We're looking to find some decent crypto solutions and also banking solutions for this company. But I tell you what, because look, a lot of you guys probably watching this video and you're thinking, Joe, what do you actually do at your company, which is a consultancy? And the thing is, look, I don't expect anyone to really understand, because when I was running my marketing agency and someone come to me with this business model, I didn't understand either at all. Until in the last year and a half, I sort of understood a bit more in the payments game and also the online casino and gambling game. So why not just break down sort of what it is that we do? So we are SyncPulse Solutions, which is a consultancy. We specialise in payments, banking, and also crypto, which are three ways businesses are either taking payments, spending, or actually processing payments. In brief, we are connecting businesses that are finding it difficult to find those solutions. So maybe they're looking for a certain bank account, a certain processing account, processor that they can process their payments through. And realistically, they don't have the time or they don't really know where to go to look for these solutions. So what we do is we sit down with them, we go through a detailed plan, exactly what they're looking for, how quickly they need to get it done, what providers we have, and we have over 150 over in our network at the moment. So we can go ahead and outreach to all of these providers and say, look, we've had a request come through, can you onboard this? Green light for whoever can. We basically go back to the client, we say, look, these guys can onboard you, so if you want to go through, you can go through. If they agree, they can then just go ahead and we basically make the introduction. How we make our money, and this is the big thing, is through commissions on the client's transactions. Client's transactions once they've traded with the account we've opened with them, with that provider that we've got under our thing. So we have basically agreements with our providers. It could be 30, could be 40, could be 50% commission, right? And let's say a business trades 500,000. The bank is charging 1% on that, so that's £5,000, right? So they make £5,000 off of that 500,000 through the month. We get 30% of whatever that is. So if that's 5k, that's 10k, whatever they make, we get 30% of that because we're on a referral agreement. So that's how we currently make our money, because we're, in brief, a big referral partner, but there's opportunity to go elsewhere in it. But anyway, for the rest of the day, I'm going to have some lunch probably in the next hour. I'm going to find a style that we want for short form content and then go ahead and actually start presenting it to Connor and Alfie to make sure that we're all aligned in what we're looking for, in what we're going to do. And then I think the final bit is everyone's going to jump on a call later and actually go through Base 44, our HQ, to update it fully. But yeah. Whoa. The weather has changed in the UK. Alfie, can you get to work, mate?
Basically, the owner of that company in question said we will...
Right, so just finished the editing of the video, basically like a template, but turns out first shot I just shot a decently valued content for SyncPath Solutions, which is quite cool. So I could actually get a full video actually done to showcase to Connor and Alfie, which actually is pretty cool. But I'd literally just been editing for the past, like, I mean, that took me about, I'd say 30 to 40 minutes, because I had to find a style that I sort of like in terms of captions, but it's not on templates the way I want it to do. So you have to manually do every single caption. Now, I might be stupid, I might be rubbish at CapCut, but if anyone knows a better way to do that, I'm going to have a look anyway, probably after this, because I'm just want it more efficient than that, because, but genuinely, just the last week, I've been really toning in on the content and the branding of SyncPath Solutions, and I can't actually tell you how exciting it is to actually build a brand instead of, I don't know, like when I was doing my marketing agency, it seemed a bit like just sort of freelancing a little bit with the marketing agencies. Now we've got like 3 people within the business that you've got 3 different areas. You've got head of like sort of partnerships guy, which is like mainly Connor plus a little bit of clients and quite a lot on his client side. And then you've got Alfie, which is like sort of the main sales guy as well, but that is his main focus, which is sales and good introducers that introduce in business. And then you've got me, which is more, I'm taking care of like the operations systems within the business. So for example, AI automation within the company, and also the marketing side. So for example, LinkedIn, TikTok. If we look to go on TikTok, I'm not sure, but like Instagram, and also sort of a strategy on how we can do that. And yeah, back to the point is, it's just so much more fun and exciting actually doing that whole perspective, how you want the brand to look, what you want to do as in content wise, what you want others to perceive you guys or like your company as. And especially in an industry like that we're in, there's not much content out there, especially for consultancies like us. There's a couple guys doing it that have sort of clocked on to the fact that content is the new way, but it's sort of a bit of an open market, which is quite fun. It means you can sort of jump in with whatever, test and try, and it doesn't really matter because it's not like you're going to go in with all the noise. You're still going to stand out. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. So at the moment, if you go on to the provider part, key features. So actually, let me just, so far, what we've got. Thing is, it's already got this thing on here, which is the automation profile, which I've started trying to create, which is the pre-check hub, where you implement the pre-check, it gives you understanding what the business needs, then it will actually go around all of the provider details, allowed jurisdictions, banned jurisdictions, accepted industries, restricted industries, high risk flags, requires license, accepts unlicensed. You see what I mean? I've already got that, which that will probably be a part of that stage. Right, so finishing up the day with doing my to-do list for tomorrow, which, to be fair, is a pretty cool little book that I got. So you get top priorities, to do, and time schedule here, and then you obviously just tick them off as you go along. And then final thing that I do after that is journal. So I write 3 things I'm grateful for, 1 thing I love about myself, 3 things I did today or thought, and then how I'm feeling and thought of the day. So how did I think the day actually went? And then I'm doing about 20 minutes reading, and then going to bed, and then kickstart tomorrow. But yeah, for the rest of the day, after I left off, finished up that provider, I've got to fix some issues on base 44 tomorrow, which is at HQ. Just to sort of final touches and edit this video, and then also get cracking on some new content for tomorrow. But yeah, so not much really happened in the evening, hence why I didn't film too much. But yeah, I'm going to go to bed soon once I finish this. If you don't already do this sort of stuff, trying to write your to-do list before you go to bed has improved my consistency a lot more in terms of actually sticking to it instead of jumbling things around in the morning. At least I know I have a structured day, but I guess that just works for me. It might not work for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this sort of raw video today. Kept it quite how it goes as running a consultancy, but yeah, keep smashing it, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you soon.